All right, everybody, welcome to.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dudes Miss the Mark. Yet again, back-to-back weeks. Cody has tried to upstage me. I feel like I'm kind of being alphaed a little bit here on my namesake of a show. The show's about me, and I'm being alphaed by Mr. Clifton. I don't appreciate it.
Sometimes when you're on the bench and the ball comes to you, it gets thrown out of bounds and you catch it, you just got to take your shot, even if you're not in the game. And that's all I'm doing. Yeah. I'm warming the bench. Ball got thrown to me and I'm shooting my shot. And if it goes in, then coach puts me in.
I think your kids have gotten you so delirious later in the evening that you just do you. Whatever comes to mind.
Just
shout
things
it
are
out.
flying. Doesn't matter. Does not matter to Cody anymore. 0 F's given right now.
Papa Cody
So,
going crazy.
well, everybody, welcome to the show. We have our wonderful NFL preview. We're going to go through every division of both conferences and pick our winners. I feel like we have to do some sort of bet, TBD on that, but maybe we'll do like a ranking system, just like you get a point if your team wins a division, you get or 2 points to win division, like half a point if you get a wild card or something, or should we just do like 1 point for each?
I think 2 points for division, 1 point wild card, and then 3 points for Super Bowl.
Okay. I think that's fair. And then we'll figure out a punishment before next week. How about that? Because we'll have opening day in a week, guys. 1 week.
I'm not writing a paper. Not
the Lions. You may, because your quarterback team is bad. Actually, Kyle's is bad because he is Baker Mayfield. It's going to last about 3 weeks. So, anyways, let's.
Kevin has 3 teams, 3 QBs from the same division. There's no way that works out for him.
Yeah. Great. All right. Well, let's hop in. So we're gonna start with the NFC. We'll go north, south, east, west, wild card here. So NFC, we're gonna do the division winner prediction, chat about what we think just may happen in general in each division, and any hot takes about players, teams, whatever it is, whatever comes to our mind, guys. The world, this podcast, do and say whatever you want.
I like it.
All right, cool. AFC North, we'll start with J Space Brian, because he is the resident Bears fan, according to him. Second, team number 2.
Wait, I think you just said AFC North. Okay, we're going NFC North because that's what you meant. And this was a tough one because when I was making my picks and everything, it came down to Bears and Vikings. And I'm going to stick with the Bears, baby. I'm going to do it.
Ooh.
You already know my take on the Bears this year. Man, and I got them winning probably way more. So I got to probably go down the road and readjust it. But we'll see.
All right, Mr. Clifton.
Until further notice, I'm going to stick with the Vikings. I don't buy the Lions' resurgence in the second half of last year. They were very turnover lucky. They got a lot of turnovers, didn't turn the ball over much. And let me know when you're ready for a hot take, because I got one.
Oh, let's go, Mr. Is it from Bill Barnwell? Because that's where our other takes come from.
No. This is not Bill Barnwell.
Okay.
This is coming off the top of the dome from Mr. CC himself, Cody Clifton.
Oof.
We're going Jordan Love is going to have a better QB rating than Justin Fields this year. He will have a higher QBR. He will have a higher QBR than Justin Fields this year.
Okay, hold on.
Do they incorporate running into this QBR?
No.
Okay. I'm not. I mean, I think it's going to be close then.
QB. So the made up ESPN one. That's what you're talking about, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
okay, I'm writing this down.
In preseason, it has not impressed me in the throwing realm yet. I mean, obviously you can throw a screen.
Nothing in preseason matters.
No, I know, but I mean, just no. It's not only that, but it's his decision making, the hesitations, the pump when you should have just released it. There's more in the preseason you can see than the score in the yardage, but I don't hate it.
Jordan Love sucks. He will find the Packers will finally be bad for an extended period of time. I feel it coming. They're not going to go from Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. That's just not fair.
That's not fair.
But regardless,
are you Mark Howell, the man who made a bet with me that Jordan Love would have a better career than Tua Tagovailoa?
Forgot about that.
Down in Miami.
It's a new year.
Yes, and let me tell you why, Cody. I stand by this take because the Packers and Matt LaFleur will ruin Jordan Love this year.
Yeah.
He'll be so bad. They're going to trade Lance him and trade him in the offseason.
And then he'll have a great career.
And then he'll have a 10-year starting career with the let's see, who am I looking at here? With the New Orleans Saints. Calling it right now. Okay.
Wow.
New Orleans Saints. All right. So that's my hot take. Jordan Love sucks. Gets traded New Orleans, 10-year starter. Next Drew Brees down there. So no, I do. So for the people, I sent this to Jay. So there's this website where you can actually pick every single game, every single week, and it just auto calculates standings. And let me tell you, it's pretty wild. So I did it for all 18 weeks. I have the Packers at 6-11. Okay. Finishing third place in that division, I have the Minnesota Vikings at 10-7.
10-7?
And tied
finishing
up
third
top with one team winning the tiebreaker at 12-5. The Chicago Bears will win the division.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oddly, I also have the Packers 6-11 in last.
So you're thinking there's 3 teams over 500 from the NFC North?
I think it's a good division. If you look at it from top to bottom in the NFC, it might be the best division this year.
I just don't understand how the Chicago Bears are going to go from last place in the NFL, not just the NFC North, last place in the NFL to being 12-5. I just don't see that.
It's tough to imagine, and that's why I kind of maybe have to go back and tweak mine too, because it does seem hard. But when you go through their schedule too, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, Bears over this team, and then you end up with this ridiculous number. There's going to be some injuries. There's going to be some upsets.
Yep, Vikings are due for a regression from last year. With all the close ones that they had the worst point differential of any division winner. I'm not putting all of my stakes on Justin Fields. They put a lot of good players around him, and they also improved the defense and the O-line. They did everything right on paper. Now, obviously, this is just a prediction. I think it's going to work.
I mean, I think the boldest. I mean, the Bears have been somewhat of the preseason media darlings, like, oh, look out for the Bears. They're going to be sneaky good. I'm just not buying it, man. It's just not my belief that
we've already talked about the Bears enough. Let's move on here. Okay. We talk about them every show. They're the new Baker Mayfield Browns, I think. So let's move on. We're going to go to the South now. Probably the worst division, I'll say.
This will be quick.
Cody, we'll start with you there. Who you got?
All right, so I have been heavy on the with my Carolina Panther love. I'm bailing on the Panthers now. I'm not. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Bryce Young is
what
not.
Changed? He's too short.
He's too short, and it's just not. It looks like a little kid out there playing quarterback. So I'm going to go with the Saints. That's just I feel it's a safety pick, but I'm taking my safety school and going with the New Orleans Saints.
I'm just going to do a coin flip against you and go with the Falcons. There's not much to say about this division. I think these are the only 2 teams that are going to make a run for the division. And I'm just going to put my stamp on the Falcons.
So, I think the Panthers are still going to win this division. I have
Oh.
Carolina winning it. They're going to be I'm going to say a bad 10-7. Okay. And the reason why they're going to be 10-7 is because they do play 3 teams in that division 6 times. And I think they may win at least 5 of those.
10-7.
The Bucks are going to be bad. The Falcons are going to, Jay, I'm sorry. The Falcons are going to be bad. I have them at 4-13.
That's funny because I've got the Panthers at 3-14.
Oh my
God. I'm sorry, 4-14. I must have missed a click.
I mean, still, that's quite a drastic change. Saints 9-8. I actually had them tied at the initial thing, and then I leaned a little harder on the Panthers. So basically, I flipped one of their games together, and then that's how I got that. So it's honestly, I have no idea. Derek Carr, who knows? Is he Derek Carr? I think that's the question. Is he who we think he is?
We know.
Or is he something? Does he get out of Vegas, Oakland, and then he's a new guy? He still wears mascara and eyelashes. It works in New Orleans. I don't know.
I think he's competent. I think he's the most competent QB in the division. That's why I ultimately ended up going with the Saints. However, if the Panthers do win the division, I'm going to be kicking myself because I was early in on the Panthers, but I bailed. I'm proud of you for sticking with them, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah, amazing.
I mean, the Saints got the biggest names. You know, you got the young gun, Chris Olave. Kamara will eventually come back, right? Michael Thomas, and then you bring in Derek Carr. I mean, you even got the duo threat with Taysom Hill. So I mean, I don't hate the pick. That's why it was a coin flip for me.
Is he not on the Broncos yet? Like, come on.
Well, they signed him to a lifetime contract for $50 million a year. I don't know if
that's true.
Wow,
I forgot about that. That was a weird deal.
Yeah,
because he doesn't get it though. Like they automatically vetoed like his last 3 years or something. So it's actually
I think he had to
30 million.
He had to make a certain amount of starts at quarterback that he's not going to reach.
Yeah.
Regardless, make sure he doesn't.
Regardless, highway robbery for I think he's getting like 10 mil a year. Like, my goodness, the guy he's literally doesn't have a position. He's so bad at every position. Like he can't play one position. He's like remember Jabril Peppers in college? Everybody thought he was so good because he was playing like safety, kick returner, linebacker, running back, receiver. It's like maybe he's just average at all these things, and he's not actually that good.
He was not a bad player,
but he wasn't a Heisman. It was just cool. If he was only running back, he's not a Heisman candidate.
Are you trying to backdoor your way into a Shohei Ohtani conversation right now?
Yes. Pick a side, Shohei. All right. We're going to start now just by randomly rotating this. I get to go for the NFC East now. Spoiler alert, guys. Dallas Cowboys are going to go 12-5, win the division. Hold up that CeeDee Lamb jersey, Jay. I love it. It's going to happen. Eagles will still make the playoffs. They'll be 11-6. Giants regression. Commanders regression. Actually, I don't even know if it's a regression. I think they're just bad.
Yeah.
But that's it. Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys didn't have to do much this offseason. They basically, in my mind, kind of almost flatlined. There's very, very small improvements here and there. I think we boosted on the defensive side with Stephon Gilmore. Is that right? Stephonimus. Love it.
Yeah.
And where I was going with this was that the Eagles went south on defense, and I think that's what's really going to be the difference here.
They lost both coordinators, by the way.
See, you guys keep up with that side even way better than I do. And the Giants are going to Giants it. I think they're going to be right below 500 maybe, and then we know the Commanders. We know them. Not going to be good. So, Cowboys.
Noise.
I like the Cowboys love, guys. I want to be on the Cowboys love train.
Oh no.
I have decided this year I'm taking a stand that Dak is terrible, and I'm out on Dak, and I'm going with the Eagles. I don't want to be that guy. I don't like the Eagles. I know it pains me to say it. It really does. I don't like the Eagles. I think they sucked last year, but I don't believe in Dak. I think the Giants suck. I think the Commanders suck. And until Dak prove this, I could be wrong. And Dak has an all-pro year, but some of the stuff I saw in preseason and just the overall feeling that I was left with last year was not positive. And so I've switched. I was a Tony Romo defender, and I thought Dak could get it done, and I'm switching, and I'm not a Dak apologist anymore.
Look, Dak doesn't have to be
Doesn't
great.
need to be
He
all pro,
doesn't
man.
have to be fantastic. He just has to be, I would say, mediocre, or a little bit above mediocre, back to where he used to be. Just don't turn into the turnover king you were last year. And remember, he was out 5 games, and he still led the league in interceptions. So just don't do that.
That's true.
Just go be safe with the ball. We got a fantastic running back. Our defense is great, and just own the game.
Number one rule as quarterback: don't turn the ball over.
I gotta tell you, I saw a clip out of training camp where he tried to throw a wheel route to Deuce Vaughn, who was double covered, and Deuce Vaughn is like 5'5", and he was double covered. No, he threw it straight to the safety. So
why are you taking, like, you don't know what he was doing. You don't know if he just threw it up. It's literally one cell phone video of him throwing out of the probably 100 throws that he made that day. And then you're like, yep, that guy sucked. This is how people thought Zach Wilson was going to be good, by the way, because he had like one throw at his combine. They're like, this guy's going to be the best thing ever. Jamarcus Russell threw a ball out of the football field from his knees, and they're like, number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, all you see is highlight reels.
Nope. I know. I don't have a defense for my argument, but I'm sticking with it anyway.
Okay.
This is a dumb take. You're fired from this podcast.
You
start, Cody.
That is
West.
the dumbest. Okay.
No, Trey Lance will start in 2 years. It's fine. Cody,
no.
Go ahead.
NFC West. This is obvious. My number 1 overall seed in the conference. I picked their quarterback number 1 in our QB drafts, not because I think he's awesome, but because I think his team's going to win every freaking time they go out. The San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
You nailed it. You nailed it. The 49ers. Purdy doesn't have to be great. He just has to be mediocre and let his team do the rest. You nailed it.
He just got to be pretty good.
Nice. It's honestly, it was probably, other than the Cowboys, for me, the easiest division to pick the winner for, just because of who else is in the division, how good San Francisco is overall as a team too. Yes, they have a very good offense and a good coach. They also have the best defense in the league. Seahawks are, there's just no way they can do what they did last year, in my opinion. Like, Geno Smith is, do you have a career year at 31 years old? Like,
you did.
But usually it doesn't keep up. So anyways, I have them finishing over 500. I have them at 9-8. They missed the playoffs, but fun.
Yeah. I think this is just like Rams and Cardinals. These two may also be
Cardinals,
like bottom 5. I think they're in the bottom 5 group right here.
Man, that
Cardinals may not win a game this year.
It's tough.
I gave them 2 wins, mainly because I think Kyler will come back in like November and like pull off 2 wins somehow. But until then, they will be defeated. Did y'all see the Jonathan Gannon quote about his quarterback?
No.
So he has a Clayton Tune. Ever heard of that guy? No. And I honestly am completely blanking on the other guy who's in that competition right now. But he wouldn't. Josh Dobbs, who is terrible. I think he ended up playing. Is Josh Dobbs the guy that played for the Titans because Malik Willis was so bad last year? And like if they win, they make the playoffs, and like he just got picked up. Never mind. Anyways, going off topic here. he said it's a competitive advantage not to announce who's going to start week 1 between Josh Dobbs and Clayton Tune.
Yeah.
Competitive advantage.
Didn't they
The
just
dude,
release
I mean,
Colt McCoy too? Wasn't it the
they
Cardinals?
did. They
They're
decided that those two guys were going to be better than Colt McCoy, which I don't really disagree with. I don't,
yeah,
he was old, it's fine. He had a good career as a backup,
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're going to be bad. So I don't think Stafford's going to make it through the year either. So that's why I got the Rams finishing bad. But
okay.
All right. Jay, you got your 3 wild card teams ready?
I don't. Sorry, bud.
Okay, we'll circle back. Cody.
Okay, I can go.
What the fuck, man? Jay?
Oh, I do. I was just a click away. Go.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go Dallas Cowboys as the top wild card team, because while I'm not a believer in Dak, I do think the team is pretty good, and I think that they will be narrowly behind the Eagles.
Okay.
I believe in number 2. I will go with the Detroit Lions as my second wild card team. I know I said the stat about the regression back to the mean as far as turnovers. However, looking around the NFC, it's rough. The conference is rough, and Detroit Lions, their coach cares. They have Jared Goff, who, as much as we hate on Jared Goff, he has basically proven to be a more than adequate quarterback throughout his career. He's led some of the best offenses in the league a couple times. So give me the Detroit Lions. And then rounding out my third team, and I'm going out on a limb here, boys. I believe in a resurgence of the Los Angeles Rams catching the third. Yeah. I think if Stafford is healthy, Cup just re-injured his hamstring. That's not a great sign.
It's good stuff, Cody.
Sure.
But if Stafford comes back and plays the whole season, he's still one of the better QBs in the conference. And so I will go with him. I'll ride with Aaron Donald. Give me the Rams.
Okay. All right, I'm ready, Mark.
Do we hate on Jared Goff? Sorry, just real quick. I don't remember ever really doing that.
No, maybe not.
Do you hate on Goff?
Maybe not we, but the overall feeling on
Media?
Jared Goff is down. Not just media, but social media as well. I feel like Jared Goff just doesn't get the respect he deserves as one of the guys who he's a top.
Went to a Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, he's a good. I'm not saying he's great. He's not like a top 5, but
right.
I mean, it didn't help his case that he got traded and then his team won the Super Bowl.
That doesn't help.
That doesn't. But he's still a top 18-ish quarterback in the league.
Wow, that's a glowing endorsement right there, Cody. Top 18 quarterback for Jared Goff.
I mean, I think that a lot of people feel like he's like 25.
I would say, based on, hold on, let me think about this. So only using the guys in their current situation, right? Like not just actual best core, like the best quarterback on that team for success, I would say he's probably top 12.
All right. Top 12. Wow.
That is a wow.
They're going to put him in position to have success, is what I'm saying. Yes, he needs help, but in quarterbacks in their current situation, because there's a lot of guys who maybe are more talented and maybe better ability-wise that are in worse situations in which they will then perform worse. Does that make sense?
I think that he doesn't have quite the team surrounding him this year, and that's why I'm a little bit further down on him.
I think he would be better on the Jets than Aaron Rodgers will, but that's coming soon.
I've taken St. Brown and I've taken Amon St. Brown in both of my drafts I've done in fantasy, so I'm a believer.
Got it. All right.
Well,
Jay, do you now
ready.
have your wild cards ready?
I'm ready. Okay. Mark. All right. I got the Eagles because, they're the Eagles. And then I've got the Saints.
Okay.
You just
You know
can't
what?
tell
I'm
me.
taking that
You
away.
can't-
I'm taking that away. I'm taking that
Okay.
away.
Oh.
I'm going Vikings and Lions.
Okay.
I was about to say, you cannot tell me that two teams from the NFC South are going to make the playoffs. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Jay, I don't know if this
Threw a
is
curveball at you.
good. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for me, but I have the exact same wild card teams. So you have the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings. As of right now, our only difference is you pick the Falcons and I pick the Panthers. So either we're both geniuses, and Cody's the dumb, or we're idiots,
Yeah.
and Cody's the genius.
Definitely genius.
It's a fine line to walk.
I think, guys, we should go back on prior history on that.
You want to go back to last year? You
Well,
sure about that?
last year I was off my game.
You sure about that? Well, now you have more kids. You know that, right?
Yeah, I will say last year my game watching went down a little bit, and I don't anticipate it coming back up this season. But I'm going to be digging in on, like, every time I get a chance, I'm going to be reading articles to get as much info as I can if I'm
read
missing
those
games.
articles. We're going to be using our eyes to watch games. Also, I would like to point out that I had a kid and got way better at picking games. So
your kid
Mark
was
doesn't leave the house also. Like
yeah.
to go get lunch.
Sure I do. I just left the
maybe,
house tonight.
to go for a walk around the neighborhood. That's about the only time
Every
he
Sunday morning
leaves the
before
front
red
door.
zone starts, you got to get the blood flowing, Jay. And every night after dinner, got to get the blood flowing, make you sleep better.
I am Mark, you have a built-in advantage because your kid is not like doing things yet. Like she's walking around and stuff, but she's not in like preschool. She doesn't require like you can sit down and put her in her playpen and you could watch football. And my kids don't do that.
You have not met my daughter. She needs constant supervision.
All right.
She is a ball of energy.
Eleanor is kicking field goals right now. Like
she's climbing on couches. She's like,
okay. Here's my
She climbs. Remember me telling you about the little gym that she got? You don't remember that? You already forgot?
Is she dominating the TV yet? Because I watched tonight. I've watched Thomas the Train, and I've watched the kid Ryan on YouTube. That's what I watched on my TV.
I know what that
tonight.
is. Well,
yeah,
she's not. She's just one, so we don't. There's no TV quite yet for it. She will be watching and absorbing football Sundays, though. That's the compromise I have. So
all right,
we'll see.
I like it.
We'll see. So, all right. Well, guys, this is a sports podcast, not a dad podcast, or else Jay wouldn't be allowed on there. Although he's a dog dad who he put his dog in a little Cowboys cheerleading outfit type thing. That was a cute picture you shared. So post that on social media. I'll post it to the dudes missing the mark.
All right.
He's not going to do it, is he, Cody?
No, he's not at all.
He's not. So
I'm gonna crop it a little. Maybe do some editing. Throw some pom poms in her paws.
Nice. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Who wants to start with the AFC North?
Here we go.
Give me the AFC
3.
North. I'm the hottest.
Okay, I guess. All right. Let's go.
Take it.
Should I just pencil in the Ravens now?
You should. Fly, Ravens, fly.
That's not the saying. That's not a saying.
Me and Edgar Allan Poe, we know about Ravens, and
do you mean to rhyme that?
I did. Lamar Jackson is going to be healthy the whole year. I think
it's the hottest take of the podcast.
I think the Bengals are good. They're going to make the playoffs, but do they care about the regular season? They said so themselves. They don't care as much about the regular season. So give me Lamar Jackson. Give me the Coach Harbaugh. Give me a solid, and give me Odell Beckham Jr. Give me Mark Andrews. I like it. Give me the Ravens.
All right.
It's a close one for me, the Ravens and Bengals, and I'm only gonna go with the Bengals because of just a little bit more depth at wide receiver. That's it. It's a pretty good toss up. Yeah.
Okay. I
love the Ravens. That's all I'm gonna add. Sorry.
This is probably the easiest pick that I had, to be honest, other than the 49ers. It's the Bengals. They're going to win that division. They are superior team. They have a far superior quarterback. Lamar Jackson will probably play 9 games, would be my guess this season. Do they still have Tyler Huntley? I don't know, and I don't care. That's my thought on that. So the Ravens think they made a lot of really good moves to help them. Odell Beckham is out coming off his second ACL, and he's like 32 years old, and they think he's going to save him. They drafted an unknown in Zay Flowers, who, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he'll be good, but he doesn't have anybody to throw to him. And that's the problem. So it's Bengals, it's Joey B, it's Jamar Chase, it's T. Higgins, it's Tyler Boyd, it's Joe Mixon, it's whoever the guys on the defense and offensive line are. Doesn't matter. Go bang. What do they say? Who day?
Who dat? Wait. Oh wait, no, that's
Saints.
That's Saints. Who day?
I don't know.
Who they say they're gonna beat them Bengals? Who was first? Actually, who? That's pretty similar. Who dad and who day? Who was first?
Gotta be the Saints, right?
Somebody write in.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
Someone answered this question for us.
Yeah, somebody answered this question. They both been like both teams have been around a while. So, okay, Mr. J. Bryan, you can go for the South of the AFC. This might be the easiest division to pick, actually.
You keep saying that, but I'm going Jags. I think that's what you think the easy pick is going to be. I think the Titans are also going to give a run for their money, but I do like the Jags. Trevor Lawrence picking up Calvin Ridley. I think that's going to do some big things for them.
I mean, I had the Jags too. Tannehill sucks. Texans suck, and the Colts suck. Cody?
For the AFC South, it's got to be the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, I think, is in line to step into that conversation about being a top 5 quarterback this year. I think Trevor Lawrence is awesome, and I think hot take. I think at the end of this year, people are going to consider him better than Justin Herbert.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. He's already made the playoffs just as many times, right?
Yeah, but outside of just that, I think people think Justin Herbert is that talented QB on a bad team, and I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to take a huge step up in his numbers this year, and he's a winner, and I think he could be a fringe top 5 quarterback at the end of this year.
Top 5. I think that's a little steep. I'll say top 10.
I think he's already top 10.
I think Tua's got a better with his arm. Tua has better option of being top 5.
Tua, wow, what? Jay.
You got Waddle. You got Waddle and Tyreek there. You're gonna get the yak all day long.
What is happening?
Has
Cody incepted your brain?
I love it, baby.
What is going on?
I love it, Jay Bryan. You know what? Another hot take. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be in the MVP conversation at the end of the year.
He can run as well. So
if you're talking about him being that good, yeah. I mean, I think he's top 18 at best. But it is, you know,
just split the board, like that's all you're doing.
Yeah, top 18. You can bet. Like, I think Patrick Mahomes is a top 18 quarterback. I mean, it doesn't. I didn't say where he was. I'm just saying he's in the top. You know, he's in the top 18. Could be 18. Could be 1. I don't know.
Where do you? Okay. We're doing this right now.
You want to rank everybody?
No. Where's Jared Goff? You think he's top 10 just based off of his production with his team?
I think he's top 10.
Wow. Mark Howell. We need to do a listing. We won't do it on this podcast because we're doing our preview, but we need a listing of the top QBs because I think when you write it down, you're not going to put them in the top 10.
Do you have him above Dak?
I just That's a trick question.
What about Kirk Cousins?
I do. He is better than Kirk Cousins. Yes.
I don't know. Not from history.
I can make it, dude. I'll do this list right now. Okay.
Do it.
All right. So in no particular order, because he's number 10, right? So I'm gonna go Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Lawrence, Fields.
What?
Just kidding.
Not well. Just wait.
Hurts, Jackson, Goff. I think that's 10.
Okay. So you don't have Herbert in your top 10? You
I
don't
don't.
have Dak in your top?
I don't. I think.
Okay.
I don't think Herbert for sure. His situation. We'll get to the West. His situation is bad, and I think Dak has disappointed too. Dak. They are very similar skill wise, but I don't know what the difference with Goff. Whether it's scheme, whether it's his ability to not make mistakes or just lead a team. Like, look, yes, he had Sean McVay, but he's doing very similar things now for Dan Campbell. And I know you play 17 games. They started off 1-6, and they were one game away from making playoffs. Like, they found something last year, and they've gotten even better this year. So, anyways, we're also talking about the AFC East right now.
Gosh, I know.
So let's go ahead and focus back. Next week we'll talk further about my top 10 rankings.
All right. Because I got some takes.
All right, go with the East. Who you got?
I
What are you doing?
I think 3 teams in the AFC East make the playoffs. I think that
I agree.
Miami Dolphins come out number 1. They win.
Oh my goodness.
Nope.
So you think Tua can stay awake the whole year?
I think that is a
bad way to put it?
terrible way to put it. But not just that. I think the Bills have regressed. I don't like what's going on with Diggs. I don't think that that's a great situation. I think Josh Allen took a step back last year. He needs to prove to me this year that he is the same guy that he was 2 years ago and not the guy he was last year. I think that Tua's been doing the karate or whatever.
Jiu-jitsu.
He's been
learning how to fall as a 4th year, 5th year NFL quarterback. It's never good.
I think that he is got so many weapons. I think the Dolphins lost some games that they should have won last year, and I think they're going to win the AFC East.
All right, I'll go right now, Jay. Sorry, you're very wrong, Cody. The Bills are winning this division. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they will win this division. They have the Dolphins. They're a cute team. That's what I'll say. They're cute. They're fun. They have good colors, but those colors have to travel to cold places in November, December, and that just for whatever reason, Dolphins can't play in the cold. So I don't know. Jets, they'll be good enough, but they're not going to be what everybody's anointing them to be. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Why don't you get it?
How?
They were good last year, and then they got a better quarterback.
Yeah, that was the one piece, literally the one piece, and then the running back gets injured. So I mean, then they got a backup in Dalvin Cook. Now they've solved their problems.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. Like, look, if you can name me a shitty franchise who's been shitty for a long time, who all of a sudden thinks they got a really good quarterback and then just turned everything around and won a Super Bowl, let me know. Like, Rodgers is, I think he's going to be or already is 40 years old. He wasn't as good last year or the year before. Like, he has all this pressure on him. Like, it just, I have him at 10-7. I'm not saying they're going to be like 4-13, but they've already been anointed by Super Bowl champions by a lot of the media, and he's won one ring 13 years ago.
Brett Favre went to the Vikings, made NFC Championship game. I'm just
That's a
saying,
good
like
franchise, though.
the Vikings.
Well, I mean, they
How
haven't won
how
a
many
Super
Super
Bowl, but
Bowls do they have?
they've had long-term success at different variations of their franchise.
The Jets made how many straight conference games?
I mean,
Not that
what are we
long ago.
doing? What are we
I
doing?
know. What are you doing?
As wild card teams with Mark Sanchez on a good defense, like that's not exactly a perennial winner.
The Jets have
That's a
a
good
Super Bowl
team.
win.
That's a winning team.
They have one Super Bowl win from Joe Namath in like 1968.
Right. And how many do the Vikings have? I'm just saying, if you're
You
going
brought up
to
the Vikings. I didn't.
well, okay, the point being that quarterbacks can make a difference. We just saw the Rams 2 years ago upgrade a quarterback and become a great team.
Oh, they weren't a good team when they made the Super Bowl 2 years before that?
I think the Jets were. I think the Jets were on their way up anyway last year.
No. I mean, yes,
They,
on their
they
way up
had
from
Joe.
where
They
they
had Joe.
were.
They had Joe Flacco starting games last year. The corpse of Joe Flacco was starting games last year. And then they had boy band Zach Wilson, and then everybody's favorite white guy, Mike White. Like, there's
Mike Laser White. Put some respect
Mike
on his
Lace.
name.
The point being, Aaron Rodgers is a significant upgrade from all of those guys. They're going to make the playoffs this year.
I have them making the playoffs. Like, you're basically saying they're going to win the Super Bowl because I'm saying they're also making the playoffs, just so you know.
Okay. Are they going to win a game in the playoffs?
No, they will get knocked out first round by, let's see, number 3 seed by the Chiefs.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the number 3 seed in my power rankings right now. So
I've currently got the Bengals, but all right.
Okay, all right.
I've got the Bills winning the East.
Shocking.
And
do you have the Jets in the playoffs?
This may be shocking to you, but I've got Jets getting second in that division over the Dolphins, and Cody's not going like that.
Yeah, look, I have the Bills winning. I have the Dolphins at 10-7. I have the Jets at 10-7. Like, they're almost the same team to me, except actually no, they are the same team to me because they have really good weapons. The Jets have a good defense. The Dolphins have an average defense, but then their quarterback is going to be the one that let them down. Now, Tua has the ability. We saw it in flashes last year. He just needs to learn how to fall and stay healthy, which remains to be seen. Rodgers is old, and I think he's not physically able to do the things he once was able to do. So I think he's a worse quarterback than what he was 3 to 5 years ago. I don't think anybody can argue that. So both of those teams are still playoff teams. The Patriots are not. They are bad. They are 4-13, and I could honestly see them maybe winning 2 games.
Here's the Aaron Rodgers difference. It's the command of the offense and having that wisdom to finish a drive, to get that first down, and to extend drives. I think when you get somebody like Zach Wilson, you're just gonna end drives and just be on this cycle more often. So
I have a question, Jay.
Yeah.
Is Aaron Rodgers a winner?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
I think he's a winner. I mean, the teams that he's played on have been good.
Have always lost the last game of the year, except for one time.
But dominated the NFC North.
Mark, you're making the easiest argument to make about a quarterback. Every single team.
Why are you so frustrated?
Because it's like arguing with a joker. It's like trying to explain to the joker why government is okay. Like, every single team except for one team ends their year on a loss. Is Joe Burrow's not a winner?
Joe Burrow is a winner. He's not 40 years old. He has a national championship.
How many Super Bowls has he won?
He hasn't won any. It's his 4th year starting. There's a difference. Okay, look, Joe Burrow won a national championship in college. I understand it's not the NFL. I'm not counting that towards the Super Bowl, but like he wins things.
So outside of Patrick Mahomes, is there a single winner in the NFL?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like that question actually. That's tough. That is a tough question. It pains me to say this, but if I was gonna pick I think Trevor Lawrence is a winner.
Okay.
I think he'll win one Super Bowl in his career.
So in 20 years, we're gonna have the same argument about Trevor Lawrence, or however many years.
Probably, depending on how he acts at the end of it. I think Jalen Hurts is a winner, to be honest. And you'll never hear those words out of my mouth again. But I think his team's gonna let him down.
Okay.
Man.
I'm just
Kyler Murray's a winner. No.
Okay. The point being is that like if you after Patrick Mahomes, it starts getting real downhill real quick. I don't know why I do know why, because I'm not a super big fan of him as well, but I do think that you're getting a little out of pocket with the Aaron Rodgers takes.
You want another hot take for the East?
Yeah.
It's a career thing though. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think Josh Allen's ever going to win a Super Bowl.
Really?
They're about.
I can't disagree.
After this year, they're going to be borderline rebuilt, in my opinion.
So what's going on with? So you just think that Mahomes is blocking him?
Yes, I think Mahomes is blocking him. I think Burrow is blocking him as well.
Peyton Manning got a couple Super Bowls.
Well, he got. I mean, let's be honest, Cody. He got a Super Bowl.
His record goes down with 2 Super Bowl wins.
He did. I understand that. And you know what? If Rodgers and the Jets win one, that will be how they win. How about that?
You know what? That was one that we forgot about. Maybe because Peyton Manning was so bad, but that should have been my number one argument right there.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, let's go to the West. I'll start. How about that?
All right, go.
The Chiefs. If either one of you don't pick the Chiefs, and I'm nervous that Cody is going to pick somebody else, then you should not be allowed to talk about football ever again. But Jay, you go first.
Chiefs.
Okay.
But doesn't it feel like they may have just pulled back a little bit? Look,
they're
going to dominate. They're going to dominate.
They just won the Super Bowl the year after people said they were going to regress.
Yeah, I know, but they still don't have like wide receivers. It's really weird.
They have the same ones they had last year, minus Juju Smith-Schuster. That may be an upgrade just to get him off your team. All right. Cody? You want to do
I
it?
I don't have the balls to do it, Chiefs.
Look, were you thinking Broncos? Because it's not the Broncos. They're going to be last in this division.
I am picking the Broncos to make the playoffs.
Ballsy.
I actually have that division as.
Look, how can you hate the Bears but love the Broncos? It's the same argument, going from worst to like making playoffs. Okay.
I can't.
That's a good point, Jay.
It is a good point, Jay. And you know what?
They have pretty much the same team. I don't think they did much in the offseason.
They got Sean Payton, A, but B, I was thinking about it. I can't pick them to make the playoffs. So crap.
So this is a very average division other than the Chiefs. I have the Chargers at 9-8, and I guarantee they will lose the Week 18 game in a spectacular fashion because that's what the Chargers do.
I've got it
to miss the playoffs. They're going to be 9-7, and they need to win to get in. They need to beat, the Jets or the Dolphins or somebody like that, or whatever it is. But then I have the Broncos and the Raiders both at 8 and 9. So they're just like, it's just an average division. And I think the Raiders and the Broncos could be much worse. But I think those three teams are gonna they're gonna go 1-1 against each other. All three of them.
For some reason, I feel like the Raiders are going to be better this year and be on par with the Chargers. Is that an odd take?
I have them a game out, and
oh, okay, yeah, okay, I like it.
I mean, they're both 9-8 and 8-9. That's pretty much the same record, right? So,
yeah,
let's hear Cody's.
Okay, guys, I'm struggling here because I do think the Broncos are going to have a resurgent. And, I was talking a lot of smack about them, like Russell Wilson being an MVP candidate and them winning the division. But if I do that, then that means either the Jets or the Dolphins or the Jets or the Bills aren't making the playoffs. And I can't do it. So I think the Broncos lose out by a game. But I do think that they have a winning record. I think that they're 10-7. I think the AFC is just really good.
Okay, so who are your three teams? And you got the Bengals,
the Bengals, the Jets, and Bills. Yep.
Okay. I forgot.
I'm sorry, Broncos. And if the Broncos turn around and are awesome this year, I'm going to kick myself so hard because I think that they're I think they're going to be decent this year. I can't do it.
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
No.
Personally, they're getting injured every day.
Yeah, that hasn't helped either. That I can take solace in that, but I don't think Russell Wilson was as bad or is as bad as he was last year.
Yeah. So I have the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Ravens. I think we all may have the exact same teams, just in different order, making the playoffs. Actually, Jay hasn't gone yet, but I have a feeling he's going to have the same ones.
Yeah. Dolphins, Jets, Ravens. No particular order.
Who's the number 1 seed in the AFC?
Bengals.
I've got the Bills, but like I said, I got to retweak it a little bit.
So look, seedings are. This is gonna be weird. This is how the mark formula, how it fell. I have the Bengals, the Bills, and then the Chiefs, but they're all 13-4. So there's just some weird tiebreakers going on there because I think the Chiefs play both of them this year, which is weird. Or one of them plays both of them. I don't know which one. And then the Jaguars, the other division winner, at 10-7. So, tiebreaker would be. It's going to be one of those three, right? I think we'll be the 1 seed. Well,
yes,
I guess you have the Ravens. Oh, actually, the Dolphins. So who's your 1 seed, Cody? That'd be the Chiefs, right?
Yes, I wouldn't sleep on the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars play in a crappy division, and I think that, as I said, Trevor Lawrence is going to make a huge leap, be a fringe top 5 quarterback this year. So if I'm saying that, then I think that the Jaguars are going to be pretty dang good. 13-4 type good.
Jay, do you ever think Cody just says a bunch of stuff and then eventually he backs himself into his corner? He's like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely.
Well, now I don't know the answer to this question. Now I have to pick the Jaguars to maybe be the number 1 seed.
No, I don't think it's as ridiculous as you think. First of all, this is a podcast. I'm trying to generate more than just anybody can regurgitate the same 4 teams over and over and again. It's not hard.
Okay, so you don't believe any of this. You're trying to make headlines.
No, what I'm saying is I'm looking underneath the covers and I'm trying to see what's there. Yeah, exactly.
What's there? Trevor Lawrence and his long hair. That's who.
I mean, we saw the Jaguars figure it out last year. Now you're giving Trevor Lawrence another weapon in Calvin Ridley. I don't think it's ridiculous to say that they'll be in a fight for the 1 seed.
I don't think it's too far off either. Mark, don't hate me. I think
it's 3 games off.
maybe 2.
Okay, so Jay, who's your 1 seed then?
I got the Bills, but like I said, I'm probably gonna have to retweak it.
Okay. How long did it take you to do this, by the way?
Maybe 30 minutes. But look,
did you save it?
Yeah, I saved it, but I don't like it.
No,
so
you can
I'm gonna have
edit
to
it.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through it. But I've got the Bills going 15-2, and that is just not gonna happen. So that's why I got to retweak it.
Ah,
So
got
there's
it.
gonna be
Okay.
some things gonna be distributed.
So fun trick for in that website. You can click the team, and it'll just take you to their schedule, and then you can be like, nope, they're not going to win this game, and then you can kind of jump from team to team like that.
Thank
That's what I
you.
did.
This
Yeah,
is amazing.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
So, by the way, it's called nextplayoffpredictors.com for anybody listening who wants to go in and, I mean, you don't have to make all 17 or in all 18 weeks all at once, but you can go week by week and follow along. I'm going to do it too. And then maybe see how it shakes out. So
I have figured out my Super Bowl matchup, and it's pretty spicy.
That's my next question. So this is exciting. Are you just trying to make headlines, or do you believe this?
I believe this.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers come out of the NFC.
All right.
Out of the AFC, the purple Ravens of the North make it out of the AFC with Brock Purdy sitting there holding the Super Bowl championship trophy and MVP of the Super Bowl. So 49ers over Ravens in the Super Bowl. Put it in stone. It's happening.
Okay. What happened last year whenever you predicted the all purple Super Bowl? Is purple not your...
I don't remember that. I think there was something going on.
Definitely said that. Definitely
yeah, you said it a lot.
I think I said it in like week 9. Okay, I didn't say it at the beginning.
That's even worse that you said that in week 9. That you believed in the Vikings in week 9. Still,
they were 8-1 or 7-2, something like that.
I watched the quarterback documentary, and we just watched the episode where they were coming off that huge win against Buffalo, and they played the next game. I'll give you a hint. Jay's wearing the jersey, and that's when they got walloped by the Cowboys. And I love that's my favorite part of the whole show.
They ran up against Cooper Laser Rush,
That was the year before, I think.
No, he played last year. That was
not against the Vikings.
Yes.
No.
I will bet you right now.
How much?
Or
anything you want, actually. What do you want?
Really? I don't know. That was Cooper Laser Rush.
How many games did Dak miss last year?
5.
4 or 5.
When did he get hurt?
I don't remember.
I think it was week 1 he got hurt.
Jay's
correct. Okay. This was about week 9 that they played the Cowboys last year.
So did we play the Vikings 2 years in a row?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you.
Cooper Rush. Okay. I mean,
my
that's
God,
fine.
We crushed the Vikings.
Yeah, it was like 49-3 or something. No, 40-3.
Oh, you're right. Crap. Dang it. Okay.
Pulling up the stats, Dak went 22 for 25. Cooper Rush.
My God, 22 for 25.
Wait, so Cooper Rush did play in that game.
He went 4 for 5. I doubt he started.
That is what Cody is taking away from this.
That is so. I was correct. I win the bet. Cooper Rush did play in the game against the Vikings last year.
All right, he beat Nick Mullins, I guess, because he came in after Kirk Cousins threw for 105 yards.
All right, Cody's always right.
Yep, clearly you're still on it. Jay Bryan, who you got Super Bowl picks?
Look, okay, I might go with Cody. I think I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Yes.
And I didn't put too much thought as Cody has, but I like Baltimore against the Cowboys this year. They're gonna take out the Niners. It's not gonna happen back to back. They're gonna take over this year.
Who's winning?
Cowboys.
This is why nobody takes us seriously. This is why we are not a more popular podcast.
This is why. Well, let me get to my Super Bowl pick thing, Cody. The Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes will go to the Super Bowl and lose to the Cowboys.
Oh my God. If the Cowboys do make it out of the NFC and play the Chiefs, they will get destroyed.
Well, really, I feel like
how
any
good we're
AFC
gonna be.
team.
I think I told you guys. I told you guys last year not to let me do this, and you guys didn't. Nobody told me not to do this.
Mark, I put it on my
let you know.
calendar. I did,
You
and I
didn't
saw
remind
it
me,
like a
and
few weeks ago.
you didn't remind me, or else I probably would have had a different pick. But nobody reminded me. I was like, man, this is our year.
No,
This is
it's
Look,
not.
I feel like the optimistic this year to go to the Super Bowl is very, very high. Absolutely through the moon. And I think the 49ers are the only team in our way.
So, I mean, if I wasn't going to pick the Cowboys, I would pick the Chiefs to win over the Bears. Just wanted to put that out there.
What? Bears going to the Super Bowl?
No way. Dude. Mark.
I don't know about that.
They had the number one pick last year.
Dude, how wild is that? Can we talk about that for a second?
Absolutely bonkers.
How wild are they? The Bears will beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. How about that, Cody?
They would really have to figure out their defense. And Mark, it is a long shot for that to happen.
Okay, hold on. I'm not making this bet, but Cody, what kind of bet would I make? Could I make basically any bet in the entire world for the Bears to win the Super Bowl with you? And you would just take it?
I would take it.
Like if I said you have to like be fully clean, like a baby coming out of the womb, bald for the rest of your life, you would take that?
No, that's extreme.
That's too much. What about if I let you keep your eyebrows?
No, no.
Okay.
I would be willing to shave my beard and my head and let it grow.
What about a full body wax?
But I need stuff in return.
I mean, it would be very minimal.
Oh, well, see, then we're putting.
Hold on. Let's look at the Bears Super Bowl odds real quick.
Ooh, no.
What do you guys think it is?
Look, there's a lot of hype on them, but I don't think it's very good. I'm gonna go like plus 2,000.
I'm gonna go 30-1.
Let's see here. Bears are, according to BetMGM, plus 6,600.
Oh man, yeah. So
how much money does that get you? What if I bet $100 on that? What's the payout?
$660,000.
We should put $10 on it. Let's go.
I mean, I might as well, right?
Honestly, you should.
Just to make the playoffs, they're at plus 155, so I actually might make that bet.
Yeah.
Jay, if I give you some money, will you make some bets for me this year?
You got it, bud.
I'm trying to become a millionaire here, guys.
Yeah. One Chicago Bears bet at a time.
All right, Mark, can you give us a quick rundown of everybody's
so
we can
you can remember?
No, sorry, I know who I need to support this year.
Okay, so Cody, you have in the AFC you have the Vikings, the Saints.
No, that's the NFC.
What did I say?
Did it again.
You said AFC.
Damn it. Okay. The NFC, you have the Vikings, the Saints, the Eagles, the Niners. The wild card, you have the Cowboys, Lions, Rams. In the AFC, you have the Ravens, the Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, and the wild card, Bengals, Bills, Jets, Jets.
Love it. All right, I'm glad. Sometimes I black out during these episodes and I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I stand by all that, so it's good to know.
All right, so Jay has Bears, Falcons, Cowboys, Niners, Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Bengals, Jags, Bills, Chiefs, and then Dolphins, Jets, Ravens. I have almost the exact same I do have the exact same in the AFC. And then I have Bears, Panthers, Cowboys, Niners, Lions, Eagles, Vikings. So Jay and I are very smart. Which one's the most out of the box? I don't think any of us really took a huge risk. I think the biggest risk, if I'm looking at this, maybe Cody picking the Dolphins to win the AFC East.
Yeah.
I
Don't
think
hate
it's
it.
gotta be that and the Ravens, right? Like those are two.
Yeah.
We all are high on the Bengals and Bills. But yeah, I think Dolphins. I believe in their first half of last year.
I
Yeah.
don't really see a team like just absolutely falling off the board either. Maybe Lions just edging out. To who though?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. We have the way we're gonna finish this is we're all gonna share our actual MVP prediction. So, Cody, I'll start with you because I know Jay probably needs like 6 to 12 minutes to figure his out.
Okay. MVP of the league. If I believe that the Baltimore Ravens are going to finish first, I will go Lamar Jackson MVP.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't hate it because I just said the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. But if the Bears make the playoffs and win a game, it's going to be Justin Fields.
Wow.
I don't like that you just did that because I really wanted to come in hot because I've backed Justin Fields with my 4,000 yards and 1,000 yards rushing prediction, in which he will also win the MVP. And now I feel like I can't pick him because you tried to upstage me, Jay.
You really thought Justin Fields
But I'm
was
doing it anyway, Cody. I'm doing it anyway. Justin Fields, NFL MVP. What are the odds? I got to look up the odds.
It's so funny because we got Dak winning the Super Bowl, and we're like, no, you're not MVP. But
hey, Super Bowl is different, okay?
Guys, how do we have 2 out of the 3? Like 2 out of the 3 of us picked Justin Fields to win MVP. Are you joking me?
Was it
Hey,
Brock
you want to know?
Purdy?
Hey, first of all, calm down. Do you want to know why we have that? He has the
No.
second best odds right now.
No way.
I
Ooh.
swear. No, I'm very wrong. Hold on.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
I
I was
wasn't
about to
looking
say,
at.
if you're
I
looking
wasn't
at
looking
that,
at the full. I wasn't looking at the full list.
I want to see.
He has the second best
One,
odds in the
3,
NFC
4,
North.
5, 6, 7, 8. He's the ninth best. Ninth best odds.
Honestly,
what's
high.
Trevor
That's
Lawrence?
higher than I thought.
He's it's Mahomes, Burrow, Allen Hurts, Herbert Lawrence, Jackson, Rodgers, and then Fields. He's above Prescott and Tua.
I think Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill has a better chance than.
I don't.
Tua.
I don't see Hurts repeating like he did last year.
I'm just so confused, guys. Where Justin Fields for MVP, both of you. That's just insane to me.
So far, according to this one article, he's received 18% of MVP bets, and he has more than Mahomes and Allen. People placing bets.
Well, that makes sense because
it's good odds, right? Yeah. Right? I mean, look, I've never gambled on sports in my life, but if I did, I would try to become an instant millionaire. That would be my goal. I would do 15 game parlays and just try to hit it all at once.
Yeah, just go buy a lotto ticket, Mark. Yeah.
I know way more about football than I do about picking numbers. So
I don't think you know anything about football. You picked Justin Fields
Cody.
as the NFL
Cody
MVP.
Cody, who didn't I make it to week 15 without picking one game a week and a lock? And the only reason I lost is because you guys forced me on the podcast. I got alphaed.
You did
on my own podcast. It's named after me. Then I had to pick the freaking Titans, and then they lost. Why did you guys talk me into the Titans? I didn't like it, so I'm not going to get pushed around this year. But for this year, we will be doing a lock of the week and an upset of the week each week. So everybody, I'll post it on the gram. So you guys make sure you get your picks in, and yeah, and then we'll track it. You can only pick one team for the lock. It's the Survivor style. Is that what it's called, Jay?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't pick the Chiefs every week, or in Cody's case, the Dolphins or Ravens,
or the Jags.
It's just or the Jags, and it's just straight wins, no spreads or anything. It's too complicated. So just pick a team to win. That's it.
I like it. I'm excited. This podcast got me hyped for the NFL season.
Oh yeah,
I'm hyped.
Starts in a week.
I know. I'm stoked. It's gonna be good.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, everybody, make sure you go follow all the social media. Reminder, we're on YouTube. Little birdie told me there's a really good new video that just got posted today. It's only 4 minutes, so take 4 minutes out of your life and go watch it. If you like NFL uniforms. So, okay. Well, football is next week, guys. We got one more show before opening night. So, until next week, we'll see y'all later.
Tua and the Dolphins, baby, over the Bills. Give me the AFC East winners. I love it.
Wrong.
Peace.